Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I'd give you guys a look at the alcohol stove that I've been using for a couple years and show you guys how I made it and what materials you need to make one for yourself. So let's get started. All right, here's a closer look at the stove itself. So what we have here is just a Fancy Feast cat food can, and I'm sure you guys have all seen these before. A lot of people will just take them on the sides and drill holes all the way around, just spaced out to let the airflow in. But with this setup here, this build, you'll also need a tomato paste can and carbon felt. So Fancy Feast, you can choose the flavor, it's up to you. Tomato sauce, or actually tomato paste, sorry about that. It's the 6-ounce can. And then a piece of carbon felt. Now I didn't really know what carbon felt was when I first started making this, or found out about making it, but I guess carbon felt, plumbers use it a lot. I guess they'll drape it over something when they are sweating copper and stuff, and just so they don't burn, what's behind what they're working on. So it's, I guess, flame resistant. It doesn't burn, so it works really good as a wick. So what I've done here, I've cut it. It's 9.5 inches long, 1.5 inches wide, and it'll end up wrapping around the can about 1.5 times. And you'll need that just a little bit extra overlap, just so it doesn't fall out of the can as well, and you get a good seal in there. So the next step after you cut your carbon felt would be to empty the contents of the can. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll be right back. Okay, can emptied, washed it out, took the label off the outside there. You don't want any of that in there burning and smoking and everything. The tomato paste can, what you need to do is empty that. You'll take the label off the outside, same thing. And you'll notice these ridges on here. And what it is, I just took a hacksaw and cut the bottom of it off right at the bottom of that bottom ridge. That leaves this can from end to end. It's 2.5 inches long, tall, however you want to say it. So what I also did was cut or drilled a hole, one on each opposing side, with a 5/32 drill bit. What that'll do is that'll allow, when you sit your pot on top of this, it'll allow air to funnel through. And then in the bottom, I cut 4 little triangular notches in the bottom. They don't have to be perfect. I used some like side cutters, and they could have been a little sharper, would have made it a little easier for me, but just 4 little notches all the way around the bottom. So that is the can prep. All there is left to do, I told you this was easy, is just wrap your felt right around the bottom of that tomato paste can. Slide it down in the Fancy Feast cat food can. And it'll be a little snug, and that's the way you want it to be. And there you go. It's literally that simple. You'll pour your alcohol. It's usually about 1 ounce is what it takes for me to boil water. You'll pour it into there. Let it sit, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. Let this carbon felt really, wick up the alcohol. And you'll be able to light it right on the edges. So against my better judgment, I'll put some alcohol in this and light it here in the house. So just don't tell the wife. All right, I thought I'd use better judgment. Out here in the garage, just set on a piece of wood here. So we're gonna put in probably about 1/2 ounce is what I'm gonna try to put in here. All right, like I said, once you put that in, usually, it depends on the temperature too with these alcohol stoves, but usually you let it sit for 10 or 15 seconds. That wick will start to soak up the alcohol, and we should be able to get it lit here. Let's see how she works. All right, there we go. I do remember the first one I made that I've been using for a while. It seems like the first burn or two, first time you use it, it takes it a little bit to get going. You know, there's a reason why I was going to do this out here. Some of the glue that's on the can from where the label is glued on, starting to burn off. But you'll see it, it'll start working itself around the wick. Like I said, first time you burn it, it's always interesting, a little bit of glue that's on there. But go ahead and set this cup of water on there. There you go. Tomato paste can just acts like a little stand. The flames will come around it. So, simple, easy little alcohol stove. Weighs pretty much nothing, probably maybe an ounce and a half, I guess. It's super light. But if you guys got any questions on it, like I said, it's pretty simple. Feel free to ask. If you found any value in this video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.